I may need more disables.
Your turn to pick.
What is this tree shit? What is... Oh. I see. Human support Phoenix. Hey. So... this causes a problem. I mean... which means I need to sell all these things. Definitely going to need a sentry. These... what's my other move? Just like stat stuff, I guess. Something like Ring of Protection, maybe. We're going to have a lot of mana, that's for sure. Something like this sounds good to me. Or I could go Salve, or I could go... like a Fairy Fire or something. Might be a good idea. Could go double Fairy Fire. I've already got one Mango. It'd be double Fairy Fire instead of a Salve. So trade-wise it'd be much worse. If I get spun on, that's obviously a problem. But I kind of like the idea of getting bonus damage. We have Storm plus... okay, I think that's fine. I think they've picked wise heroes considering what they're about to be up against. Orb of Venom. Orb of Venom can kind of work, but it's not that much damage, so I'm not the biggest fan, basically. There's just better things to pick, in my opinion. But I think this will be alright, to be honest. Like, we'll have a moderately successful dual lane. Okay. Let's put some points down, bro. So, I kind of like the idea of getting Ice Armor, because it's frickin' 4 armor, which is incredible. In the same vein, though, I'm going to need Frost Blast for the nuke. It's kind of mandatory. I think for now, probably Fairy Fire is better than Mango. I should probably put this on a hotkey. I'm not likely to just accidentally press though. Oh, that was very likely to be dewarded, unfortunately. So this lane is probably like Dark Willow Jug. So I actually have to be moderately careful here. He has War Venom. That means we have 2 sentries. I should actually get this ready. That way if I need to deward there, deward. I actually don't have a sentry, it looks like. Yep, I'll get it. I think this guy might die though. This is one of the errors, or one of the problems though, is that also doesn't have a salve, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't give a shit, dude. Sentry's like here. Maybe I should have gone a nuke. It's projectile speed is not very good. So one big negative in this is that on the bright side, they have not been able to hit level 2 yet. I really just don't give a shit. This guy's almost out of regen. Wave basically is going to push no matter what, so. Ooh, the double. I didn't know that worked. Good for him. I really want to go for this kill, but it's hard. I can maybe do it with like a Mingo or something, but he even pops selves, so it wasn't going to work out anyways. One of these, one of these, one of these, one of these. He's got another. This isn't that good.
Good shake.
Let's do this. Grab this. I wonder if it's worth getting like phase or something. That's a dead hero. This is like the issue primarily, is that my damage is actually not that high. If I get a phase boots, that won't necessarily be true. I think we're not gonna outplay you, bro. Oh, bounties, bounties, bounties. You get bottom, we'll get top. And then we'll shrine. Kinda do need a regen though. But I think this is kinda mandatory personally. Okay. So this will give me way more damage, some really good movement speed, magic wand. miss these right clicks. So the biggest negative here is that obviously I don't have much HP regen. Just gonna start causing issues. Which is maybe a big thing I should have solved. I should actually really need to bring myself regen. Unfortunately, the courier just got used. Good for you. It's gonna be a hard one. Let's do like a salve or something. I think is a good idea. How about just more regen? So if I just don't die in this lane, it's gonna be pretty massive. Lich is really not that bad of an offlane hero, to be honest. It works out just fine. You don't really need a lot of points in Frost Nova for it to deal good damage too, which is kind of nice. So this is kind of the point of the lane where I basically just spent a little bit of money on salves. And all of a sudden I have pretty much just... I'm just kind of covered in the lane. Oh, salve. Let's block 2A. Not sure if I was gonna get that one, so... Let's kill this one. Because I can, damn it. I basically just stay in this lane and don't leave it. Next I get a Blink Dagger, because I like Blink Dagger on this hero when you're playing and when you're doing well. I think it's very good. I'm gonna get more of these, so I can do some more damage in the lane, because each additional point of this is not that beneficial. Although a second point might be nice. I guess it's only 2 armor though. It's not that much. 2 extra armor is... Shit. Did I just let them? No, I didn't. He went the illusion ring. So now I just rush Blink. I feel a little bit weird right now in terms of me playing well. Give this bro extra 4 armor. That's like 20% survivability. That's actually incredible. Although a second point in ice armor would be kind of nice. It's an extra 8% slow on attacking enemies, which is pretty huge actually. It's got a spin. That ain't good.
They block. block that camp, it looks like.
Well, I could have expected that, I suppose. He's really not farming too poorly, though. He's got 4 kills, apparently. Didn't realize it was so many, but it's quite a few. That's one reason that Jug was actually pretty good. It's because if I'm a Lich, then he can kind of play around all my stuff just by either spinning or on me slashing. It's kind of a smart idea. But on the bright side, once I get my blink, things should be a little bit harder. But it seems like our mid got crushed, which is Storm. It's level 9, so he's not doing the worst, I guess, but... You can probably jungle decently well, too. Right side, I do know that I can't get on me slash right now. I definitely have a problem where I don't... If I'm playing some kind of core role, I stick in my same lane way too long. I'll just kill you instead. Wow, it's really up again. Keep using them at the wrong moment, unfortunately. It's actually pretty costly in the long term. So regen wise, let's get one of those, one of these. I almost got omnied. That would have been really shitty for me. So many heroes got there at the same time. Oh, I got my slow challenge, that's what happened. So, I've got this. My next problem is that I'm having trouble killing people because they're just doing shit to me. I don't know if health was the right move. Probably was this in this case. I'm still doing alright, but this guy doesn't have his ulti yet. I'm coming, just try to buy time. I choked. Why you gotta do this to me, dude? Ah! My Chain Frost got animation canceled. I don't know if that was by me or Vision or what, but that feels real bad, man. There's a ward here, by the way. So they might kill you. This is kind of dangerous. Do I just go drums? Do I get like a glimmer? I should just buy like a glimmer or something. I'm so sad I died there. That was... If I just got there a little bit earlier, it would have been a very easy... Here comes the dive. This guy is very likely in trouble. Maybe not. I'm so sad though. That looked like a potential like double or triple kill, but... This guy's gonna have his egg again for sure. Maybe I should end it committed to the drum because of the egg. It's definitely still something I can do, but... But between the Weaver and other things, I think like something like a Hex would be probably useful, but the problem is that I'm not doing so well. So I'm a little unsure what the best move is. I guess. It's a Yules and a DD. Show. He played that really well. I think as a whole we both played it well, but just had to stay away from him basically and wait for him to waste his ulti. Comes the pause. Okay, so I mean, it's probably still good to get Glimmer first, I think, just because I can protect myself a little bit against Omni Slashes, I can remove bugs for myself. Glimmer's really good. But I think afterwards, I either go Drum, or I do something, that way we can attack a little bit faster and move faster in team fights. Or I go for like a hard disable item that would help me against Weaver, which would be something like Yule Scepter. I probably need to carry things like Dust as well, in case it's needed. I thought I was attacking late. Did not get that.
Hey, I don't think we want those guys.
Yeah, this is pretty dangerous. Do this. And then I need a Hex or something like that. Phoenix is the one that's down here, but I can push it. Let's push her on top.
I need to bottle this before I can do anything.
If you can just refight them. Oh, that was stupid. I just got myself stunned. Let's just tank the tower. We got tons of armor. Just tank the tower and kill it. We don't want to wait around. Ursa, can you tank it? You've got the most armor. So everyone just hit it. Nice. Do not have a TP scroll. So a lot of people might think that the 120 damage is the talent to go. I think it's wrong. I think it's you actually get the other one. I think the other one is far better. The reduction to Frost Blast cooldown is huge. Because then you can Frost Blast pretty much all the time. So lean it in this lane, but that's okay. Just have to be kind of careful here. It's a Phoenix coming top, 3 heroes top. Should really not have even. There's like no way they're not wrapping on me here. So I could do something like an Ags, but I don't think that's the move because of all the things and heroes that they have to interrupt this stuff. I just need like a really low Frost Blast cooldown and maybe like an Aether Lance. The cast range is really good at 22. I know it probably seems weird to get, but and then just basically running away when shit gets a little bit hairy. I keep lanes pushed in, and then I'll just rush for my Hex now. Is it just me? Guess it's just me, huh? Well, I killed the Weaver at least. Just seems that the rest of the fight went very poorly. Get nuked. Can I do this? So, didn't really see how the rest of the fight went. Other than Ursa jumped on the... If I had to guess, I would say that it was just a little bit overreach. This is just because they finished mid, so there was a small chance they'd run top for me. That's the safer move to make. Next, I'll probably pick up Ulti Orb.
They might be in there. I don't know. Nope.
Quail Powder, so. Okay, that's very on top of that. Might be able to chase. Did not want a chance missing that kill. Let's take this tower, take this tower.
Oh,
That's fine, we'll hit
be
it.
right back.
Can anyone defend top?
Yeah, I'll go.
Nice kill. Big issue here is I do not have a lot of regen. Let's see, oh, he's making Shadow Blade. Oops, wrong target. This ain't good. That's my bad. I definitely overreached there. Clicked on a creep and not the hero. I kind of thought I did, but I wasn't 100% true. I think if I threw the Chain Frost instantly and I clicked on the right hero, it could have worked. Because we could have gotten some lucky bounces, but I just a little bit slow. I messed it up. And I need a dust, pretty importantly. Did I have a killing spree? I apparently didn't. I must not have. I haven't gotten that many kills. Been in a lot of fights, it feels like, but not that many kills yet. So now it's kind of choreographed when I'm building. Buying this is kind of a waste, but I didn't want to lose gold, so... Because I'm not really going to be able to get anything out of it, unfortunately. Nice kill. See, Lich Core is actually not that bad, I don't think. It's really well stunned. Before he could even... So we just got a mid tower for free. I think what I do is dust over wand. I think the Jug is building one too. The Jug might have one also. If I actually get Omni Slashed with a dust, I'm probably dead anyways. So I gotta be a little careful. Yep.
Gotta go stop top.
Oops. It's one lost last hit. Just need offensive wards and stuff. Hypothetically, if we could have like Storm here or something. It's Jug bottom. Just gonna nuke him. He does have Shadow Blade. This is actually really dangerous because he could just Omni Slash me from Shadow Blade, but instead... Oh, that's actually us fighting, okay. That ain't good. Ooh, I died fast. I should have blinked for the fucking... I thought he was going to get it, but then he got stunned. If I just blink attack, I killed a tomb. Ursa maybe stays alive. Oh, that was really sloppy.
Top for the Weaver.
I choked that one.
Though now I have BKB.
Oh, he didn't go health. That's actually super surprising. That's actually the wrong talent to get. He really needs that against Alina, actually. I mean, it gives him more damage, I guess. Maybe he needed it because he could kill Weaver better, because Weaver still doesn't have survivability, but... I choked like the last two fights. Like, playing around this area is all good, but we need to be a little bit more careful how we do it, basically. That's all. Nice job. I just wish that he had more health. If he has more health, then he can't be burst. Just about. Was a good jump, though. But I definitely want some cast range. Feels like even my Glimmer Cape hasn't really been very useful. Bounties are gone. Maybe this is dangerous to be at.
I take this, Ursa?
Does that mean feeding? It's got BKB now. Good job. Glad you got the Lena kill. Actually, I think I want this. Seems already 15. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take this. So I can get 20 out of that. That'll give me cast range or GPM, depending. I think I want cast range, though. Cast range is so strong in this hero, because I can just sit back further in safety. Did I get a donation? Thank you. Let's see what it says. Turbo mode, can you do Enchantress? My favorite pick for turbo. Yeah, I can do that potentially. Apparently we're winning the fight mid. So for those that might think I'm crazy, I swear I'm not. Genuinely think this is better. Cast range over GPM. GPM's good, but if you get a Hex Man and all my other spells, the cast range is so big now. It's like full screen practically. Oh, we are losing the fight. You know, I kind of... Alright, everything's better. I should have looked at the egg though. If I blink in and kill the egg, same situation as before. If I blink and kill egg there, that part of the fight is over. In some ways I kind of feel like I should get an AC or some shit. Ursa is owning. Let's go down here and get these bounties. Glimmer to approach for safety. Got a jug kill here, maybe. Just need a creep wave though. Should have been spam clicking probably. be to cast range man. What if I go refresher or ags or something? Oh, it's so much faster than this. I must have got Yules or something, because I thought I put Ice Armor on him. They're gonna split push top probably.
Oh, I'll get it.
Okay. Random illusions. Damn, that's an illusion rune. We got one. That cutting was actually really huge. Well done by him. Oh shit, it lotused. Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering why I was dying. That's okay, it's worth it.
Kind of 1 mana up.
I was like, what is killing me? It's probably all chain. Yeah, literally just chain frost reflection.
I'm gonna go look for a rune, but I'm a creep right now.
Dude, he's actually invulnerable.
Oh baby, ask and you shall receive.
That's bad. He didn't necessarily have to buy back our BKB there, but it was definitely the safer move.
You'll be missed, yeah.
Lotus Orb. So, we just need like pushing items basically. That's why I think something like AC might be good. Guess I could go like Vlad's as well perhaps, but... It's the wrong person to target there. Just want to push things. He's gonna offset that one, but Jug might come here. But he's probably also invis. Holy fuck. That was not worth it. That was way too dangerous. You could just buy a BKB, I guess. Would be the easy thing to do. I actually think getting myself to 25 is actually really important too. Give everybody on the team a bunch of armor. Especially these catapults. 10 whole armor. That's pretty good, man. It's kind of scary to fight now that we don't have BKBs. It's gonna reflect. Okay, we're good. He's stunned here. That is good. I really would rather get AC, I think. But I can also just buy a Vlad's quick. This push go a little bit faster. Oop. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I can do more replay commentaries, definitely. But yeah, I would have preferred to have AC because obviously it's a more expensive item, and my item slots were getting low. But in that instance, Vlad's is, I can finish in a base. But it's still a very good item. 4 armor to the team is great. A little bit of mana regen. I think if you play Lich, though, getting an item like Hex is super important, because if you pick it up, then all of a sudden you just completely change the dynamics of your hero. Interesting. That is a lot of things. See how those turn out. It's really important that you eventually get a Hex. I think Blink is mandatory if you're playing, if you're doing well in Lich, or you're playing Core Lich, and you want to snowball from that, I think it's super important you get a Blink. Because if you get the Blink Dagger, then it allows you to instantly initiate. And when you're worrying about Chain Frost and stuff like that, it's so important that that you cast it exactly when is the right time. Because if you have to walk up and they see you coming, your chain frosts are just gonna suck. And my chain frost that game were actually pretty bad as a whole. They didn't feel good most of the time, but it just kind of it works out just because it's still just a shitload of damage. It's like 500 damage per bounce, and getting the Frost Blast cooldown and the cast range is just so nice. It's like it's an extra layer of your Blink Dagger. Unique Glimmer Cape for personal survivability against things like Omni Slash, Yule's combos, Weaver bugs, stuff like that. And then from there, I just needed to play a little safe and get a Hex, which worked out pretty well. I definitely made a pretty good handful of significant mistakes, but our whole team played really well. I'm pretty happy with everybody. In fact, I'm going to commend this bro, because I messed up his lane. This guy owned. Whatever, he gave me mana. Commend the team. I'm pretty happy with the win. So that puts me at 95% now. That means that I need one more win to be in Immortal tier, and then I think I need to win 3 games to get Immortal, if I'm not mistaken. When am I doing predictions? In the next couple days. I've been waiting for Slacks to get on busy, and I believe he's going to have time in the next few days. So we should have a predictions video out very soon. Why phase boots? Because I was playing Core Lich, meaning that I was the farmer in the lane, and if I'm the person in the lane getting last hits and denies, and I'm with a Treant Protector, one of us needs to be able to last hit. And if I'm up against a Juggernaut who has a Aquila, that's 19 damage. He's already hitting like a little bit better than me generally, but if he also has an Aquila, he does way too much damage compared to me. So I need to get an item that's going to help offset his high base damage and armor advantage. So that's why it's important to get a phase boost. If you're ever playing like a support in a role like this, where you're in a lane last hitting, almost always phase is usually better. Things like Arcanes are obviously good because it gives you mana pool, but if you have phase, you can last hit, and you can also deny and also harass. So it was kind of like a 3-in-1 item. But I kind of went just the annoying build. I just max sacrifice so that I could sacrifice all the time. Means I always have tons of mana, and I can just spam Frost Blast whenever. It's not great at level 1, but it's still pretty good. It's 125 damage for 1 skill point, and it slows for 30% movement and attack for 4 seconds, which is kind of a lot. So it's kind of a big uptime. So I just like sit there and blast Frost Nova on people or Frost Blast, and then sacrifice creeps when needed, and right click enemies a lot. And then 1 ice armor as well is really nice. 4 armor is incredible. So, and an 8% slow is not that bad either. It's like with 2/3 of a Orb of Venom. So maybe you could argue 2 points would be better, but to double the slow. But 50% more armor, double the slow. It's probably not worth it, I think, over finishing your other skills first. Or maybe it'd be worth it to get a second point here, maybe. To get like another armor before maxing out Frost Blast. But at that point I kind of felt like I needed Frost Blast max because I needed to push waves. Then I got the talent a little bit late because I didn't think it was as important as getting my Frost Blast.